What's going on, everybody? Doc, your average gamer guys, back again. MTG Arena action. Premier Draft. Foundations. Let's see if we can have at least a decent run like the last one that we had. Was pretty good. We're back a little bit into our winning ways. Certainly would have liked to get to 5 wins, but I really enjoyed drafting that deck. And I don't know. Maybe we figured some things out. Maybe we didn't. We certainly learned some valuable lessons. I think one of the things that is important to gauge, and maybe I haven't gauged really well, is the speed of the format, right? Speed of the format really kind of dictates how quickly do you need to take care of threats and protect your life total versus how quickly you, how much time you have to kind of build and set a board. And Foundations certainly feels like you have a little bit more time. Now, that's not always true, but that generally seems to be pretty true. Okay, so interesting pick here is probably not an interesting pick. I think Blasphemous Edict is quite good. Bacon to Pie is also a great selection. Pridemate is great. Fabum Trick is nice. This pack actually has some pretty decent picks in it. I don't even hate the Amulet if you're going to go into Sacrifice, but we'll probably find this. We might try to do that, and we'll see what our other color ends up being. I'm going to look for some good removal here quickly and see. Ooh, see, we have the Sacrifice theme setting up pretty nice. Hopeful Hunter would be a great grab, but I don't know that I need to move into a second color yet because I think I just take the Vessel here. And I have a decent feeling that that Amulet will roll back around. I think this is a good creature. We could go. I'm kind of curious to see how open green is going to be. White would also be an option because we could get a kick Sunblessed Healer. But I think we just take the Hungry Ghoul and we'll look for some of the other. Yeah, see, now we got Neat and Alive. White does seem pretty open, but I think we just slam the Banshee. Moving quick in this draft, which is nice. But we got a solid base in black here. Eaten Alive. We got the Edict. Again, we got some of the good Sacrifice creatures. We need to look for a couple of the elves. Okay. I'm actually tempted here to take a Healer's Hawk and go into the white. Go into white-black. Goldvein Pick is also really good. I think Healer's Hawk. Gutless Plunderer can be very good too. But I have a feeling we see another one of these, and I'm kind of curious that this wrapped around. I think we just take another zombie here, another ghoul. And I'm not necessarily stuck on white, but I do think this setup can be pretty good, especially if we can find some life gain triggers. There's some good things we can do in black-white. This is a pretty nice curve so far, too. We need to look out for some other removal. Edict and Eaten Alive aren't going to do it itself, but I'd like to find another Eaten Alive, especially if we can find a few of the other good pickups for a removal. I'm not big on Waltz. I probably just take a Fleeting Flight here. There's our Amulet that made it back around, so this is a great Sacrifice outlet. I think the only thing I don't like about this, one of my few dislikes with this is that the sack is at sorcery speed, but that's probably a good balance for this. Otherwise, it'd probably be too good. There's a lot of opportunities where you want to, like, get into combat, sacrifice, that kind of thing. Getting some decent green pickups here. I'm not necessarily set on white. We could, one hair. We could get more hairs. We could find 3 hair apparents and just have a really clean curve. And then sacrificing these or the tokens actually wouldn't be so bad. Prideful Parents we should be on the lookout for. That gives us some fodder. Again, we need a few, but now we open up Banishing Light and a couple other good Joust Through, a couple other good white removal spells. If we can find a few other good spot removal. I'm going to take another Giant Growth here. A green splash isn't out of it. Oh boy, and do we get rewarded. Holy moly. Wow, okay. We need to go full in on this plan. What else do I like in this pack? Kind of hopeful Prideful Parent makes its way back around. Jungle Hollow wouldn't be terrible either. I would take any of these black cards, I guess. But Liliana is just an instant slam. Now we have a Joust Through, which is just clearly the best card in this pack. We could take another Hair. Not too concerned about that. Wow. Oh, and we got the Rats, too. Like, I think we just take this, right? She's pretty good. She is pretty good, especially if we have a battlefield built up that can support sacrificing some things on the turn she comes in. It's pretty good. That's a nice pickup. I think I'm okay with this. It's kind of a toss-up between these two. I'll take the Blood Thief. I'll take a Make Your Own Move. What else do I like in this pack? If we wanted to go into a green splash, Felling Blow actually wouldn't be terrible. But I don't think I want to do that. I'm double pipped quite a bit. We just jam an Arena here. Now we need to look for some white cards that help us to gain some life, some of the creatures if we can. And I think if we can get there, we'd be in good shape. I do want to see another, like, Eaten Alive, probably. We do have a Joust Through. Can gain some life. I'm not big on, you know... There's our Plunderer. Go Blossoming Sands if we really did want to do that. I think we just take the Plunderer. Keep working our curve here. Need another 2 more Heir Apparent would be what I would want if I want to play this. That way we at least get 1 trigger off of these. Maybe 2 if we're lucky. But again, these are decent sack outlets if we can make the tokens to things like a Hungry Ghoul. I haven't seen any of the... There we go. As I say, I haven't seen any of these Infestation Sages, and they are perfect for us. Do I take the Blight Priest? Yeah, that seems fine. There's another Hair. We'll take the Hair. Campus Guide we can throw. Campus Guide if we need to find the splash or something, we just open one of the super good bomb rares. I'll stick with this green sub-theme. Not adding a lot here. This, as it sets up, is it's okay, I guess. Ooh. Now we have a choice. Gourmand or Bake into Pie. The Gourmand, I think, is just too good. I'm gonna take the Fake Your Own Death. I think that sets up really nicely in this. And then I'm going to take the Dazzling Angel here over the... I do like Burglar Rat in this deck too, because we're essentially eliminating resources, and then we're able to use that as a sack outlet. Now this is just Helpful Hunter. I could have taken another one of these Revenge of the Rats, but I'm not too high. I don't know that I would play 2 of them in this deck. We're just going to have a really clean curve here. And what's crazy is we can Blasphemous Edict with the Revengeful Rats. This gets a lot better. Although playing 5 for this one, we're really far behind and everybody sacks everything is totally fine too. Okay, what do I want here? I need another good removal spell, I think. I said good removal spell. I probably should take this Hunter. Stroke at midnight, though. I'm going to take the Hunter. I play none of these cards, probably. Power 2 or less. Squad Rallier is probably pretty decent in our deck here. Soul Caller. I'm not going to find my other removal spell. It's going to be my problem. Crypt Feaster. Stroke at midnight was my chance. Like a lion. That's going to be my only weakness here. And now the Heir Apparents, because we didn't pull the other one. These get a little worse. I think you really need 3 of these. Let's see what our last pack has in it. Man, we're not lucky enough. I don't know. It's good. It's got some components to it. It's got some components to it. Maybe we do think about that. Let's take a look here. And see. I think this is a deck we can play 16 lands in. Curve feels pretty good. Flight, joust through, eaten alive, fake. Make your move. Maybe I don't play Midnight Snack. Arena, all these are good. Maybe not Midnight Snack. How much do I like Savannah Lions? Probably not enough. And honestly, I think it's just cut both those. 16 and 10. This becomes a 5-4 if we have enough, but I kind of think we get rid of that. I don't know that I want to go to 15, 14 creatures. Make your move just isn't great. It's just not great. Are we gaining enough life here? I guess we are. We got Joust through, Healer's Hawk, and the Dazzling Angel we can grab a couple of points off of. How often is Squad Rallier going to hit? It's power 2 or less. So Blood Chief, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Squad Rallier is very good in our deck. Thought process is just the Vampire here. This might be a little spell heavy. We're a little removal heavy, although this turns into a removal spell too, and a recurable one, if we have the right board set up for it. This feels like it could be pretty decent, and why I like it is because Hungry Ghoul, we get the opportunity to make those bigger and create some pretty interesting attacking / blocking setups, excuse me. We got the Vampire Gourmand, who's great with Revenge of the Rats. The question is, do I do the Amulet? But I still think the Amulet works, where if we get into a tough spot where we've traded some resources, we can Revenge, then Amulet to grab some cards. Then we put some counters on that. Even a couple activations represent some good damage. Amulet with Fake Your Own Death on something like an Infestation Sage, not the most efficient. but Tragic Banshee with with an amulet with a fake your own death. Play the Banshee, kill something, attack with it, fake its own death. If we get in some damage, then we can do that. Sack it again, then it gets its morbid trigger. That's pretty gross. I think this could be pretty decent. Let's get to some games, see how we do. Okay. Besides the second Black Source, I like our plays. This could be a pretty decent. We got a nice curve. One of our combat tricks, which we can play on Infestation Sage and not feel bad about. We're going to go turn 1, turn 2, potentially turn 3. Turn 3 for Phyrexian and Arena usually is a pretty hard thing to deal with. Oh, we go into Helpful Hunter. I think this is just vampire territory. You have the land, so Helpful Hunter. Bushwhack. All right, they're running slow, which means we're going to run quick here. Okay, I don't need any more planes. I have the least amount of planes in the deck. We just attack with everything, right? And any way we do this, we get a profitable trade with Fake Your Own Death. That was pretty good, I would say. Okay, stop. Stop with that. What do I want to do here? Do I just arena? Yeah, we just arena with the treasure token. Why do this to me, game? I need swamp. They got stuck on lands. They're in a tough spot. They know that we're attacking with Vampire Gourmand, sacrificing the Sage to get the 1/1. Bite down. Good play. Leading distraction, that lets him draw a card. I would have waited to do that. Please stop with the planes. Holy moly. Well, that's awkward. It's really awkward. This is awkward. Sky Mage, okay. Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's got Death Touch, making that trade 100% of the time. There she is. There's no reason for us to not attack here. And then we just set up a Hungry Ghoul Infestation Tragic Banshee turn against this Sky Mage. They're going to attack with this. Likely. They're probably not going to block. We Hungry Ghoul the Infestation Sage. We play Tragic Banshee. We'll punch in for some damage. And we're looking really good. What are they getting? Bushwhack here, I'm going to guess. A fleeting distraction. Interesting. Interesting. Hold on, I got 5, 6, 7, 8 manas. I'm 1 manas short. It's just sack, pump. Like Sky Mage becomes a 4/4. I think I attack with both. See what their blocks are going to be. See what their blocks are. I don't get the damage here. This dies, though. Then I get to do this. Sad face. Sure. Good for me. Yep. Solid. I like the deck. This is pretty good. This is pretty good. The Phyrexian Arena certainly helped us draw out of our little bit of a issue here. Of course, I'm playing the least amount of Plains cards, and my deck decides to give me 17 of those lands. That's crazy. That's a little crazy. But we were able to draw through it here with the help of Helpful Hunter. Helpful Hunter, fake your own death to kill that first 3/3 was really nice. That was really, really nice. Now, I'm thinking about that last attack. It still feels like the right play to be able to get the 3/3 Micromancer off the battlefield, keeping their battlefield clear when we had things like Revenge of the Rats. We would have been able to revenge this turn, and attack. So Blood Thief comes down, and we revenge, and we're revenging for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we get 6 1/1s. I'd say that's pretty good. I'd say that's pretty dang good. And then what's crazy is if they built up their board, we could have Edict, then Revenge again, and it would have gotten even better. But we're in good shape here on this turn because we Fleeting Flight, 6, 7 damage, play Blood Thief, get a 3/3. It's pretty well over at that point, depending on what they do. Okay, this is good. Hawk turn 1. Vessel. Angel. I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Our curve is really good. Take your own death. We'll just have to find some opportunity for that. Plains. You have your own healer's Hawk. Amazing. I'm going to try to Angel. I think we Angel here. Then Vessel. You're not. That would have been an interesting attack, I guess. I think we just Vessel here. Do I attack with this? If they have a Fake your own death. Joust through. Okay. Well, that was dying anyways, so. Seraph. Nice. Give me a 3/3. Right, I need a land? Savior, nice. That's solid. I'm taking some damage here. They get to surveil. I really kind of need the token. But if they don't block the Blood Thief, it gets bigger. If I do, maybe I'm trading for a Seraph. If they don't, it's a 4/4 and I can plunder. I like this trade. It's not the damage here that I'm worried about. Rebuke, okay. Well, now I'm thinking just let them build their board up. And we Edict. That's going to be my play. Find our 5th land, Edict. That's it. That's what we're doing. This comes back. This is a huge trade. I now get to plunder. I keep the Joust through. Right? This deck not having a bacon to pie is a little sad, but I can't imagine what card they have in their hand. Armasaur Guide. Nice. GG's. Blasphemous Edict. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. Resetting the battlefield there was great. Them exiling my graveyard felt a little bad because that made Revenge of the Rats really terrible. But being able to Edict, we essentially smoked all their resources, and then because we have our wonderful Infernal Vessel, those two little combos worked out pretty dang nicely. Now, the other thought I had was this last turn is playing Marauding Blight Priest, because then certain things, like if we found an opportunity to joust through something, but I'm scared for their own potential Edict, maybe, and I think it just makes sense for us. We had plenty of pressure on board here, plus Squad Rallier was going to start finding us a whole bunch of cards, and like this next turn, we're going to be able to grab, probably play Helpful Hunter, keep up Joust through Fleeting Flight. Fleeting Flight would have just probably dropped onto the Infernal Vessel, and we attack for 5, and we finish the game, but that's where we're at. Okay, wow. All right, we're going to be able to Amulet Arena. We've been lucky with our die rolls here, too. I think there's just no reason we don't play this. The only thing is a Reclamation Sage right now. This is a great card. I'm dead. Oh, I'm super dead. Dude, I'm so dead. I have to find a removal spell for that. You just don't attack. Like, you absolutely just do not attack. You just sit here. Oh, this actually is great for us. Because I do this. I'm gonna fake my own death here. It returns. I get the treasure token. I guess maybe I really didn't need to do that. Oh, well, now I have the Eaten Alive. Getting rid of Scrawling Crawler here is my priority. Here's what I do. I attack, see what their blocks are. I have a lot of mana available to me, so I'm going to deal them 2 damage. I'm going to plunder. Taking the Internal Vessel. And then I think I just eat the Gourmand on the Crawler. And then now I have Joust Through for the Elvish Archdruid or something else that they play. That could have gone worse. Regrower, but that doesn't really help you. Yep. Elite, nice. Ooh, I could Liliana. Make him sacrifice 2. They keep the Regrower and the Archdruid up. Oh, but then this is each player sacrifices 2 creatures. I think I just attack and then Edict here. Because if they don't block the Plunderer, I'm in no worse shape. And then I still have a Joust Through up. Let's attack. Yep, we're going to get 2 free points of damage here. Siphoner, sure. It's a great joust through target. That's a less good joust through target. Okay, listen, good job, right? Like, I am just throwing haymaker after haymaker here. Oh man, regrower's a smart play. Regrower's a really smart play. So I have Joust through. That's going to give me a life back. Sure. What are you getting? Snare Spinner here? Probably what I would grab, honestly. A Siphoner. Okay. It does move things along here for them. I just attack with everything here, right? I need the creatures here. Sure. You have another regrower? That'd be great. They're giving me a run for my money. That is for sure. They're attacking with the Siphoner here. It's actually huge for me. That takes the point gain. I could play this 3, 4, 5. I can't Helpful Hunter and Tragic Banshee. We just attack with everything. I make the zombie, and I play a Helpful Hunter to draw a card. And I end my turn. Hey, the game's over. I mean, they have to play way too many threats here. They can do some funny, like, bite down shenanigans or something. Yeah. 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 Haymaker after haymaker here. Reset. Reset. Like, they played... listen. They played great. Like... oh, man. We churned through... They Elvish regrew, Vampire Soulcaller, like, recursion was fantastic for them. This, playing this the turn after Phyrexian Arena was scary. That hurt. We took a lot of points of damage there, but the extra card advantage from Phyrexian Arena was just too good, and then we put them in some really awkward spots. You know, me doing the Infestation Sage with the Fleeting Flight on the block to get rid of the Soul Caller. Again, if they're able to pump in any of that damage, that's pretty good. I am curious in this deck, and the one thing I'm thinking about is, do I need the Amulet? I don't know. There's a couple opportunities there where I could have like used the Amulet to sacrifice like the Vessel or whatever, but this is just good with its recursion. Plus with Liliana, if they would have played 2 more threats here, they're still dead, right? But assuming they would have played 2 more threats here, I just Liliana, have them sacrifice 2, choose the Vessel and Sage as 2 of my things, right? And then we're in just great shape. We're actually in the same position that we had been. So the Amulet may be redundant. Let me look to see. I don't know what else would I swap in for the Amulet. That's really the question. Or swap the Amulet out for. Maybe Soul Caller. I really don't like Campus Guide in this deck, although it does become another 2 drops. Gleaming Barrier, actually. I would, this could be a good sacrifice target when we get some value with the treasure token. But again, I'm talking about getting rid of the Amulet. I think we keep it. I think, maybe the redundancy is fine. That last game was just, again, we got our haymakers. We got an Edict into the Liliana, and then we were able to just kind of start pushing pressure from there. Reset the board. That was pretty good. I've enjoyed the deck so far. Another 3-0 start. So we're going to leave you here. We'll come back with part 2. I will be sure to share that. I hope we don't burn out, kind of like we did in the last one. Hopefully we can pick up a few more wins. The deck feels very good. Very, very good. We have the top-end Haymaker with Liliana, and then Blasphemous Edict has been very, very helpful. Our deck is very resilient to things getting sacrificed and going to the graveyard, which is really helping us to get some advantage. Every time we've played Blasphemous Edict, not every time, but 2 out of the 3 times we've played it, we've actually been much better board state on the back end of that card than we had been previously, and that certainly helps us. So thank you so very much for watching. Hopefully you've been enjoying these. We're going to continue to do Foundations. We'll see what else is coming up here on MTG Arena. Like, comment, subscribe, socials, all that good stuff. Help us get to 1,000 subs. That's our first big milestone. We have a bunch of fun series on the channel going on right now. We've got 25 packs of Christmas. That's going to be a short series, opening a pack a day. We'll have a special little surprise on Christmas for you to enjoy if you enjoy pack openings, and we'll have all of the previous ones. So if you don't want to watch the shorts, you can just watch that full episode when it comes out. And we do openings every Wednesday. We've had some awesome collector boosters from Foundations, open some really cool things. So links, all that stuff, playlists, go check all that stuff out. And lots more MTG Arena and Magic the Gathering content coming to the channel. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.